Hi, good evening, guys. Welcome to our FB Live channel on DNAtuning.my. This is day MCO 18. I hope everyone is doing well. Staying at home and not going anywhere. I think for car guys like us, staying at home and not being able to drive your car anywhere, I think that is affecting some of us, because I think quite a few of us that love to drive in the evenings, and this is already is it the second or the third weekend, we don't get to drive, so I think it's affecting some of us, at the moment, and I think it's affecting Isaac over there as well, Hence, I hope everyone is keeping safe, staying at home, spending time at home with your family, and and also washing your cars and keeping your cars at home and warming them up every 2 to 3 days, for a minimum of at least 20 to 25 minutes, so that to keep the battery in good state, I think that's important, you guys stay safe, every one of you please stay safe at home, and spend time with your family and do things that you have always wanted to do but you didn't have time. I think this is a fantastic time to do that. I myself have been busy for the past 18 days non-stop, actually, every day, and I get to do a lot of the things that I've never get the chance to do, and this is was a great time to do that, and today I want to do this live channel is because we would love to connect with all the car guys again, and to see if you got any questions, and if you got any questions on your car tuning, on your suspension, on your car, or in life in general, we can see what we can do, and try my best to answer you guys, all right. Most importantly, I think we got to remember, no doubt we are in this state of lockdown at the moment. We got to remember, that it's very important that we also actually know that we are first of all safe, we are in peace, a lot of us got food on the table. And more importantly, it's a time where we should pray for each other as well, and at the same time, we should actually love your neighbors more, and if there are people that doesn't have food, we should share with them, and be nice, generally, okay. So before we get back to our car thingy, let's there were a few questions that were asked by a few of our fans here, from our channel, and they did ask me a few questions here, One of them was Brian Wong, he asked me a question. In fact, he asked me 4 questions, Brian. What I will do is I will answer 2 of them. All right. The first one that Brian Wong actually asked me was about the steps or guide to properly mod a car before someone blow the engine. I think this is very relevant. First of all, before we can actually tune an engine, we have to ensure that the engine condition is good. Things like your sensors, your air mass, and your general engine condition has to be good, and that's why before I actually tune the car, I will actually inspect the car first, and also to ensure that the engine condition is good, before we even put in a simple stage 1 tune into the car, So, and also we will do a scan on the car to ensure that all your sensors are working properly, so that we know it's safe to tune your car, and so that we don't blow the engine, in general, and if the engine condition is not good, we will not tune the car. Yeah. All right. I hope that answers your question, Brian. And another question he asked was, which was the third question, he asked the different types of build or setup for track, drift, drag, efficiency, etc. Yes, with DNA tuning in the UK, because they have so many years of actually tuning a car, we can actually tune cars for economy, performance, drag, or even for track driving. So we can tune it for a particular event or a particular build that they want the car to be, whether it's a track car or whether it's actually a drag car, or actually a rally car. So it really depends. That's why we can do stage 3, stage 4 custom tunes, for those applications. Yeah. All right. I hope that answers your questions, Brian. And there is another question from Benny. Benny Ui, I hope I have not seen you online yet. Maybe I shall see you shortly. Yeah. Okay. Benny was asking me, can I do a stage 2 tune and above without having the car make a rumbling exhaust note? And he said, I want to be berharmony with my neighbors. Very good of you, Benny. And also like a sleeper profile. Okay. Benny's car, I know Benny personally because Benny has actually tuned his car with us on the stage 1 tune. Yeah. And what happened is now I think he's thinking of going stage 2. All right. And Benny, to cut the story short, with your Mondeo, with your Mondeo and the EcoBoost engine, what you can do is actually straight away go and do the downpipes, and the car will still be quiet because with the turbocharger in the car, that already acts like a muffler. Yeah. So it shouldn't be too loud as long as you maintain back your existing exhaust system of the car. All right. I hope that answers your questions, Benny. So see you after MCO if you want to get to your car to stage 2. All right, Benny. Okay, and I got another question also from Sean Tan, and the question was, will overhaul engine affect vehicle that has been remapped before? Basically what happens is that when you overhaul the engine, it doesn't affect the tuning at all, and in fact that is just the overall engine condition. If your car needs an overhaul after 200,000 kilometers or 300,000 kilometers, by all means go and do that. Because the tune will still be in your engine, ECU. It doesn't matter. Okay. And we have customers' cars that has done almost 300 plus thousand kilometers. That was a 1.2 TSI Polo. So far the car is still running fine. I think they have did top overhaul on the car, and also the timing chains. So with stage 1, stage 2 tuning, the car is quite safe. So I hope it's quite safe. So Sean, I hope all is good. I answered your question there. All right. Okay, just let me get back to my live session here so that I can see hang on there. All right, hang on. Isaac, I need your help. Hang on. Let me see here. Okay, there was another question here by Ian Lim. What are the benefits of an ECU upgrade besides just power gains? And is there anything I should do before an ECU upgrade? Okay. All right. What I can tell you here, Ian, is from my experience is that besides power gains, you can also get benefit of actually improving your drivability of the car, all right, which is really important for us, and yeah, Isaac is here to help me, to answer your questions, yeah, all right, and hang on, oh, all right, okay, thanks. Hi Luis, hi Sean, I hope that answer your questions, yeah, all right, okay, let me see here, yeah, the questions that all of you have asked me. Okay, thanks KK Chan, long time I haven't seen you, yeah, stay safe, all right, okay, and KK Chan here has a question, what do you suggest to do a stage 1 map on an A5B 8.5? Yes, we recommend that, a stage 1 map is really good for your A5 8.5, yeah, KK Chan, and I would recommend that you actually do DSG tune on it as well, yeah. That is really important as well, because we not only actually do engine ECU tuning, we also do the gearbox tuning as well. Why? Because nowadays with the car's electronics, yeah, you have your engine ECU and also you have your gearbox ECU as well, yeah. So when the manufacturers manufacture the car, they put on a lot of limitations on both the engines and the gearbox, yeah. A lot of limiters has been set in there, and what happens is that with the limiters in there, it's not only in your engine ECU, so when we tune your engine ECU, the gearbox ECU will still have the restriction as well, yeah. And with that, what happens is that when you have both with restrictions, even though if we release the power and the restrictions on your gearbox, on your engine, there's still limitations on your gearbox, all right. And KK Chan, for your particular model, which is I do not know whether yours is 1.8 or 2 liter. If it's a 1.8, I don't think we can tune your gearbox, but if it's a 2 liter quattro, we can tune your gearbox, yeah. Because with the 2 liter gearbox, there are a lot of limiters that we could unleash, and also we can actually make your gear shift faster and smoother, and thirdly, we can also increase the clamping force of your clutch, yeah. Okay, I hope that answer your questions, yeah, your question there, KK Chan, all right, yeah. Hi Carson Low, Nabil, Zakaria, King Jack, good to see you guys here. Ong Boom Ring as well, good to see you here as well. Hope you're keeping well, and I see Johan as well, yeah. Hope you guys are keeping well. Okay, and then I have Rosa Nizam here. Oh, hi my neighbor Nizam, yeah. After the MCO, I will diagnose your car, yeah, Nizam. Good to see you here, my friend. Hi Tana, good to see you here as well, yeah. Alan Wong, hi, nice seeing you. Jaeger, I think you drive a Ford, right, Jaeger? All right. Okay, I got another question here from Justin JC, yeah. He's asking whether we could actually tune his Accord G9 2.0 2014, yeah. I'm not too sure. I remember that you have actually asked me this before, yeah. Justin, but to bring your car in, yeah, I will use a couple of my tools to see if I could read your ECU, all right. And if I could read your ECU, we can definitely tune your car, all right. Look forward to seeing you after the MCO, yeah, Justin, all right. Hi Junfai, good to see you here, and Zaf as well, Zaf Long, all the way from Perth, yeah. Good to chat with you earlier on as well, all right. And then I see Ryan Fu here. Thank you for coming here. Hi, Tak Yong. Good to see you here. John Lee as well. All right. Good to see you here. John, go and get that E92 that you always wanted. All right. Hi, CK Ho. Long time never see you for a long time. Hope to see you at some point. Yeah. Okay. And I got a question here from Kin Shen Xiao. All right. Yeah. His question is, if I want to tune my W205 C350E DNA stage 2, what's the figure I can expect? All right. Let me very quickly check this from the DNA tuning website. Yeah. Let me see. Hang on here. Let me go to the DNA tuning website and Tana is saying that too bad we can't do two-way video. That's something I'm thinking about to do actually, but I think that is we can only do that via Zoom. I was thinking about that as well, and maybe we can keep a Zoom session for about 20 or 30 followers, that we could set up a time to do that. Let's see how we can do that, yeah, guys. All right, hang on. DNA tuning. I think on the 350E, I'm not mistaken, I think you can get again about 50 or 70 horses. Yeah. Yes, very quickly, let me go through that. Another way that you guys can do is actually you can go to the DNA tuning. We can do the DNA tuning, DNA octanemotorsports.com. Yeah, you can see. That's where you can get all the power figures here. All right. Okay. That's a C class. Okay, all right. There isn't a 350E here, but I suspect you're going to get about at least 50 to 70 horses more, yeah, once we do a stage 2 on it, yeah. All right, we will be in touch with you, to give you the actual figures, yeah. All right. Okay. All right, let me see who else got a question here. Oh, I see Jeremy Leong here as well. Thank you for coming by. Definitely we have to catch up, yeah, Jeremy. Okay, Bugs Hafiz. Okay, you are asking me in here, 335 normally can gain how many horsepower and torque? Okay, with the 335, which I own as well, with the stage 1 on Run 97 field, you're looking at about 65, 70 horses and about 90 to 100 Newton meters of torque, yeah, with the stage 1 tune. But I would recommend that you actually do a stage 2 tune on these cars, and when you do the stage 2 tune on this car, basically all you got to do is put a downpipe in and put an intercooler in. The intercooler is really important. It really sharpens up the throttle response on the car, yeah, and it's really nice after that. Because the 335 as stock, which we were discussing earlier with Zaf as well, yeah, with all the rest of the car guys, the 335 has very poor throttle response, yeah. And the drivability is quite bad actually, as stock, and if you don't tune it, the throttle is really bad, yeah. And another thing is that the engine braking is really bad in the car as well, yeah. So the drive is a bit jerky, so best to tune it, at least with a stage 1, and if you can, go to a stage 2. because it really opens up the car. All right, I hope that answers your question. And if you're not sure, you can actually see the video I just posted in my YouTube earlier on. Go and see my YouTube video there, which I just reviewed the E92 and E93, which was a 335i and E92 as well. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. That was a good question there. Yeah, but all right. Sean, all right. Thank you. Louis Tan, hi Louis. Hi David. I hope you guys are safe. You are keeping safe. With your wife. You guys are the frontline guys. I really appreciate you guys. Working in the front line, and stay safe. We'll keep prayers for our frontline people. Yeah. I think that's really important at this challenging time that all of us are going through. All right. Okay, and hi Joel, good to see you here. Adrin, we are supposed to meet up for such a long time. We haven't meet up, yeah, Adrin. We would really like to meet up with you again, Adrin. Come by. Come by for a teh tarik at my shop, okay? And my sister-in-law Chin Xiang is online as well. Good to see you. Hi Alan. Missing your Toyota lah, and missing you guys, basically the Evo Enduro people, yeah, Hi Malati, good to see you here as well, All right. Hi Bunmeng, good to see you. Jeremy, okay, Jeremy Leong asked me a question. Mike, for 1.5 NA car, will changing to catless extractor, bigger piping and exhaust will improve power, but I don't want too much sound. Okay, I do not know what NA car you have for a 1.5, but I think the most important thing is balance here, because everybody knows that, okay, I see in the marketplace that a lot of people will just say, okay, I want to tune the car, and I want more horsepower from the car, and they end up going to a shop, changing the exhaust system, and a lot of times what can happen is that you can end up with an exhaust system that is too big, extractors that are not properly made. What happens is that on a normally aspirated engine, you do want a bit of back pressure on the engine. If you don't have back pressure on the engine, what happens is that when your intake valves open, the air and petrol comes in before it can actually compress, on a 4-cylinder engine. Before it can actually compress, what happens is that the exhaust gases escape through your exhaust, before it can compress. So that makes you lose power, yeah. So, it's about balance, yeah. So with a 1.5 car, I wouldn't recommend piping more than 2.25 inch, maximum maybe 2 inches, or slightly less even, It again depends on the engine, whether it's 16 valve, whether it has an aggressive cam. So it's about balance again, yeah. I hope that answers your question. All right. Okay, Tana, hi, nice seeing you again. Yeah, too bad. She's saying that we can't do a two-way video. That's how Facebook has set it up. All right, but you guys can continue to ask me the questions, and I will try to answer them. Yeah, all right. Okay, Kevin Neo, good to see you here as well. Ivan Chen, hi Ivan. Are you in JB or back in Penang? Yeah. I hope you are well, all right. Ken Tan, hi Ken, good to see you here as well. Yep. And there's somebody from India that has also joined us. Sorry, I can't read Tamil. Yeah. All right. Hi to you there. Yeah. All right. Okay. Casey Cock has a question here for me. If my Peugeot 308 has been ECU remapped by another tuner, do I need to restore it to original before coming to me? Okay, with the 308, it depends whether yours is with a 4-speed automatic transmission or 6-speed automatic transmission. Not mistaken, from the back of my mind, it's been a long time since has been doing Peugeots for a long time previously, but not lately. With the Peugeots 308, we can put it back to stock for you as well. You know, I don't think that is an issue. As long as I could get the original file for your car, you know, we could put it back to stock. Yeah, before coming to us, or we can do it for you. You know, we can retune it to either stage 1 or stage 2. Yeah. We are pretty good with the Prince engine, is because you know, we have raced extensively in the UK with the 1.6 Prince engine, basically with the Citroens, especially with the Minis, and also the Peugeots. All right, because DNA Tuning Octane Motorsports in the UK, they have been racing a lot, yeah, you know, in the cup races, and also in the BTCC. You know, in the previous season, you know, we were supporting the Vauxhall team, which had one of our drivers was actually Jason Plato, you know, one of the best in the business. All right, okay. Now, I hope I answer your question, yeah, Casey Cock. All right. The next one is Buck Hafiz asking me another question on the 335 as well. If tuned to stage 2, is there any side effect on my engine? Around what horsepower and torque can he gain? Yeah, all right. Okay, with the 335, you'll be looking at about 400 horsepower. Yeah, you know, with a stage 2 tune, with the intercooler and that downpipe in. Yeah, you know, and the torque maybe another 20 to 30 Newton meters of torque. All right. So basically, you are looking at about 530 Newton, 520 Newton meters of torque, and about 400 bhp. All right. I hope that answers your question. All right. But okay, Tana got a question from me. I'll pose a fantasy question. For budget of 20,000, what's the most HP most HP car can we get stock? All right, with a 20k budget, I think one of the most tuned cars in the marketplace is the Golf GTI. Yeah? Okay, with the Golf GTI, you'll be, for 20k, you'll be looking at stage 3 tune, basically, you know, running a KO4 turbo on it, put in an intercooler, and also actually putting an intake system and an exhaust system with the tune, you know, and basically you'll be looking at 300 plus horsepower, yeah, especially for the Mark 5 and the Mark 6, especially the Mark 6s. With the Mark 7, 20k, we might just get away with it, yeah. All right. All right, I hope that answers your question, Tana. All right. Jerry Chiu has joined us as well. You know, good to see you, Jerry. Yeah, all right. Okay. I got Jan Ting Un, yeah, asking me M52B28 engine. Okay, that is the BMW engine, yeah. All right. And that is, I think, the single one-horse engine. You know, I'm not so good with the BMW's engine codes, yeah, you know, but I think that's what it is. All right. With the M52, you know, from memory, yeah, you know, with stage 2 tune, Catlett stage 2 tune, you're looking at about 20-25 Newton meters of torque, and also about 20 to 25 bhp gain, you know. With the M54, the gains are slightly better because of the double one-offs of the engine, yeah, you know. So with that, one of my customers in JB, you know, he has gone for a before and after stage 2 tune. What he got was about 30 bhp from the M54 engine with a stage 2 tune. And the car, you know, actually wakes up a lot, yeah, and it will just rev to 6,000 RPM easily. All right. It works very well with the N52 engines as well, you know, and you know, with the 2.5 and also the 2.8 engines, you know. And early on we were talking about, you know, with Zafrong and other Evo crazy guys, the N52 B30 engine is a fabulous engine, one of the best from BMW. So with that, when you tune it with the stage 2, you can easily gain 30 to 40 horses with that engine. Yeah. All right. I hope that answers your question. Genting. All right. Hi, Tony. Yeah. Can't see you now. We shall come by. All right. Okay, Tana is again asking, how much power can we get? Yeah, I think I did mention, maybe about 30, for say Mark 6 GTI engine, yeah, 300, about 300 bhp. Yeah, you'll be looking at, all right, 320 bhp with a KO4. Yeah, all right, with good drivability. Yeah, all right. Because when we tune cars, we must not forget great drivability is very, very important. Yeah. Without great drivability, a lot of things are compromised. You do not want to tune the car and you can't drive it every day, because it's important for us to enjoy the car. Whenever we want to. We shouldn't have too much compromise unless the car is a dedicated track car or drag car. Then it's a different thing. Okay, or it's a dedicated toge car, so the car can be a bit more bumpy, so that the suspension and all that, you can tweak it a bit more. You can tweak it to be stiffer, but at the same time, you still want to be able to ride the bumps, because if you cannot ride the bumps at the corners, you are again compromising your entry and exit speed, through a corner. All right. Okay, what other questions? Oops, sorry. What other questions are there? Let me see. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm just trying to go back. Okay. Okay, Ivan Teo is asking me. Ivan Teo drives S5. I want to come out to Ipoh, I want to go to Penang, I want to go to Johor, but at the meantime I can't. I just can't. All of us cannot go anywhere. All of us got to duduk diam-diam at home and just listen to our exhaust on cold starts. All right. That's all we can do at the minute. All right. Chi Yang has joined us. Hi Chi Yang, how are you doing? Up in Penang, hope you're keeping there well. We got Balraj Mangat that just joined us as well. Benny that has joined us as well. Okay. All right. C43 Stage 2 by Sean Yee. How many horsepower can I gain from there? All right. Very quickly, I will just look here. All right. I'm not too sure which engine you have with your C43. All right. But if yours is with a 390 bhp, we will be able to get it to 420 bhp. Yeah, if not mistaken from my memory, if you got a 360 bhp C43, you are looking at about 400 bhp. Yeah, once you go to a stage 1. All right, and if your one is a facelifted C43 with 520 Newton meters, you get about 100 Newton meters more. It's pretty similar with the pre-facelift C43 as well. Yeah, again about 100 Newton meters. All right, I hope that answers your question. All right, for the C43. Okay. All right, just let me go back here. Yeah, Sean Yee. All right, hope that answers your question. And about Hafiz. Oh, you're most welcome. If you want anything more, drop me a line. Drop me a line on Facebook. Okay, but Hafiz, if you want anything more, drop me a line. I'll try to answer your questions. If not, give me a call personally. All right. Coach Wee An. All right. Hi, Coach. Jeremy Miao. Most welcome. I answer your question. Okay. Wee An. You are asking me if I change to GFB DV Plus useful for stock engine. This is very sensitive topic. Yeah, I will just speak from my experience. I do not want to say about any product out there that where they are selling you know, a lot of these aftermarket blow-off valves and all that. Yeah, all right. From our experience is that blow-off valves usually after some time, you know, you will obviously lose a bit of power. Yeah, you know, and you do not realize that, but it does happen. You know, I do not want to openly say it, but then again, that's what happens. You know, I think in the period of last year, you know, I did remove quite a few of these products. All right. Okay, I hope that answers your question. All right. Because even with stage 1, stage 2 tunes, you know, a lot of times we still maintain the original DV. All right. Okay. Hi, Mr. KB Lau. You know, good to see you in here as well. All right. Okay, Tana Krishnan has another question for me. On a VAG car, what is the best deal in town? Ringgit for ringgit if you want the most horsepower per kilogram. All right. I think if you are talking about most horsepower per kilogram, yeah, you know, I think after this MCO, there will be some bloody good deals that will be coming around, yeah, you know, and I think the best bang for the buck on a VAG car for me has to be the Golf R Mark 7. All right, it's one of the most balanced hatchback that I've ever driven, and the tuning potential on the car is really, really good as well. The car is I would have always said that this particular Golf Mark 7R, you know, it's a car that has dual personality or split personality, you know, because with that car, you know, you can actually be a very good family car as well, and you know, the car is very composed on the daily drive. You know, you can pick up your grandmother, your grandfather, or your family. You know, nobody will complain about the ride on the car. You know, and at the same time, you know, if you want to take it for your weekend drives and actually want to hoon it, you know, that is a fantastic car as well. You know, brilliant chassis, and you know, with a touch of a button, with the drive select, you know, you can actually make the car into your track weapon as well, you know, and it's not so compromised, yeah, you know, and that car is also brilliant when you put in a stage 1 or stage 2 tune on the car, you know, and there's not much compromises on that car, yeah, you know. All right, I hope that answers your question, Tana. You know, because why I say that is because I suspect, you know, those cars with the Mark 8 coming out, you know, those cars may be only be 120,000 or 110,000 6 months down the road, you know, because for, just say, if you buy a Mark 6, you know, or even a Mark 7 GTI, you need a lot more money, you know, to get it to the Mark 7R potential engine gains, and you know, just by going the Golf R way, you know, you got the 4Motion in it, the bigger brakes, everything is there. So, you know, you don't have to do so much on a Mark 7 GTI to get to that Mark 7R level. All right, so that is the best bang for the buck. Okay, now next thing, next question here. Hi Ken, long time have not seen you. All right, good to see you here. Got Hugh Fan Fu joining us as well. All right, Benny said he logged in late. You know, you can watch the live later on. Okay. Hi Brian Yoshimura, you know, good to see you from Japan. Stay safe as well in Japan, yeah. You know, you are a big Volkswagen air-cooled person, I know that, yeah. I haven't got a chance to meet you, you know, sometime, you know, I hope to meet you in Japan, yeah. All right. Stephen Chong, hi Stephen, good to see you as well here. You know, Terry, you know, good to see you. Hope your polo is running well, yeah. And then, hi John, long time I never see you. Come and see me, John Liu. It's been a long time since we last met. Hi Alan Wong, good to see you as well. Zinji, it's good to see you as well. Hi Sean. Sean Yip got a question for me. What sets apart DNA tuning from the other tuners out there in the market? What do you do? That do we need to consider when looking for a tuner? Any tips? Okay, this is very personal. I think, of course, I would say, come to me. We can do the tuning for you. But I think more importantly is, I think at the end of the day, it's about the service as well. And the support. Yeah, if anything goes wrong, how responsible the tuner is, lah. I mean, getting from one tuner to the next, stage 1 and stage 2, every tuner does have its own characteristics of tune. Yeah, but I would just talk about DNA tuning. DNA tuning is more about not only tuning your car, but it's about actually tuning your car to get better drivability, better throttle response, and get the power that you want whenever you put your foot down. The power is there without lacking. And more importantly, I think a lot of people forget is that it's not just about power, because when you run the car on the dyno with 15, 20, with about 10 to even 20 horses on the dyno, on the road you cannot really feel it. But more importantly is, when you put your foot down, what happens to the car, whether it accelerates smoothly from a dead stop, and when you put your foot down, and after the gear shifts, how does the engine react after that? Does the car get bogged down, or the car is seamless on the gear shifts, and the car just picks off again, after the gear change, So for us, it's about drivability and not compromising your drive. Okay, that's what DNA tuning is all about. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Sean. All right, next question I have here is Ryan. Mike, have you tuned for BMW i20i? Yes, definitely we have done the 120i's. I do not know which engine your car is. Whether it has the older generation 4-pot non-turbo engine, or the N20 or the B48, yeah, all of those we can tune those cars. All right, so drop us a line. We should be able to settle your car for you. Yeah, all right. Hey, Wei Chek, the RWB man is here as well. Good to see you here. If you guys do not know RWB, look out for Wei Chek. Wei Chek Teo. He's the man behind RWB in Malaysia. Please drop him a line. All right. Hi, SB Lai. It's been a long time. We have not seen you. Good to see you again. Yeah. All right. All right. Tana Christian. I have been using a tune now from DNA. I feel the power and balance part is the best distinction from the other tuners. So thank you, Tana, for your good feedback. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, we check, good to see you. As I said, you are the big boss as well. Wei-Chek has some nice collection in his drive as well. Yeah, of course he has the 964 Cabriolet. All right, I'm also fixing 964 in the shop at the minute. I'll do a video on that. That is one car that I have been maintaining since 2011, I think. That car. And I've basically rebuilt the car. Yeah, I'll do a video with Wei-Chek with his RWB 964. All right. Hi Noria, good to see you here as well. Adi Ismail, up in Kelantan. Stay safe, yeah, everyone. Okay. Kevin Chang, good to see you as well. Oh, Alan Tan has a question here for me. Mini Cooper S Clubman F54 engine B48. How many horses will it increase? For stage 1 tune on the B48 F54 Mini Cooper. All right, the stock horsepower is 192. Okay, for my mind, if not mistaken, with the stage 1 tune, it will take you up to 230, 240 bhp. Yeah? Without doing any other yeah, without doing any other hardware changes, yeah, you know, just a straight stage 1 tune. So you will get about 40 horses, 40 to 50 horses more, okay, on that B48 engine. But with the stage 2, you do gain a lot more. All you got to do is just put in a downpipe and a good exhaust system. Basically, you'll be looking close to 70 to 80 horses more, yeah, on the B48 engine. The B48 engine has fantastic potential for a tune. All right. In fact, I think BMW did very well with the B48 engine in comparison to the N20. Yeah, you know, the B48's potential is quite phenomenal. Really, the engine is really nice, and it's not as lazy as the N20, and it's smooth as well. You know, so I really like the B48 engine. All right. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Alan. I got another question here from Lee Chi Lok. Yeah, sorry. That's the 1.4 TSI, you know, stage 2 remap. All right. Okay, with the EA211, all right. We have done a lot of tunes on the 1.4 TSI. Again, you know, when the DNA tuning, when we do a tune on a car, we basically look at the potential of the engine, where it is, and that is where we, you know, that's where we tune the engine from. You know, it's not beyond the capability of the engine, but actually to tune to a very safe level of the engine, and to get the best out of the engine, and to give you perfect drivability, and also to maintain the reliability of the engine as well. All right. I hope that answers your question. We have done tons of those engines, you know. So far it's been very good, you know, stage 1 and stage 2. Since you're ready for stage 2, just go and do your stage 2, you know, and basically it really wakes up the engine and also improves the drivability a lot. Yeah. All right. Okay, Zaf. Hi, Zaf. What you wanted to ask me is, do DNA do any tuning for the 6 HP gearbox ZF for the BMWs? Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for the 6 HP gearbox for the BMW, you know, Zaf, but we do have tunes for the 8 HP gearbox from the F series onwards for the BMW. Yeah, you know, all the 8-speed gearbox, ZF gearbox, we can tune them on the Audis as well as in the BMWs. All right, I hope that answers your question, Zaf. You know, sorry we couldn't do that for the 6 HP. Yeah. All right. Hi, KS Tong. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping safe in the Kuantan. Yes. Stay home. I know you were working a couple of days ago. You know, keeping everybody going. You know, and doing keys for them. Thank you. All right, and Wan Aman, thank you for joining us. And Julian, thank you for joining us. My nephew, you know, good to see you here. Okay, John Han here asking me E89Z4 or 428 convertible. Wow, totally different cars here. This one. All right, John, the E89 Z4. It's a totally different car from the 428. One is a 2-seater and the other one is a 4-seater. All right. It really depends. If you are in the market for just a 2-seater cabriolet, I would say go for the Z4. Yeah, you know. But if you're in the market where you need 4 seats, then go for the 428. All right. They are totally different cars to drive, because the E89 BMW, it's a little monster, yeah, you know, and it depends what engine the car has, because there's so many variations that BMW has done on that car. Yeah. You know, those were running normally aspirated 2.5 engine, and then you got the normally aspirated 3-liter engine as well, and then you have the 335 engine, which is running the N54 engine as well in the E89 Z4 as well. Yeah. So, and also the late model of the E89, you know, some of them were running the N20 engine as well. So it really depends, you know, but, you know, I feel if you want driving pleasure and driving feel and feedback and playfulness of the car, I would say go for the 89. Yeah? Why? Because the 89, especially if you're running the N54 335 engine, it's one peaky monster, you know, and that car it's really very twitchy as well. You know, if you put your foot down, yeah, because if you tune it to a stage 1 or stage 2, and you got 500 over Newton meters at the rear wheels, and if you know how the sorry?
We can't watch you downstairs.
Why?
Just pause.
Oh, can you guys see me actually? Can you guys see me? Let me know. Let me get me my drink. Can you guys see me? Because Isaac said that you guys can't see me. Did the video just pause? Oh, no problems at all, yeah? Okay, I shall continue. All right, good. Just get me the water. All right. Oh, wow. I've been going on for 52 minutes here, yeah? All right. Okay. Let me see here. I got stuck at the E89 or 428 convertible. Okay. Okay. The just let me continue that. The E89 also still runs the hydraulic steering. Yeah. With the 428 convertible, it has already gone electric steering, and the steering feel is a bit light. Yeah. On the 428 convertible. All right. But then the chassis is very different. With the E89, with the 428i, the convertible, it is a very comfortable car, and you can take your family out, you know, with your top down. You know, you can go Genting Highlands, have fun with your family, you know. So that's the difference here. But ultimately, it's not as don't have as much fun like you do in the E89 Z4, yeah. Okay. And with the Z4, because you are just sitting right in front of the rear wheels on the car, and with the bonnet being quite long at the front, yeah, it's a very, very different look, very, very different feel driving the car. All right. And with the car turn, when you go into a corner with that car, you know, you got to be really on your toes, yeah? Especially if you're driving the 335 with the 35IS model. Okay, sorry. But I find with the E89, the most balanced one, with the E89, the most balanced car is the one with the 4-cylinder engine with the N20 engine. The car is not as twitchy, and the rear end doesn't move so much, you know. And with my driving capability, which is quite limited, I would say go with the E89 if you want to buy with the N20 engine, because the rear end is not as twitchy, and you can actually balance the car through a corner much easier. Yeah, with the 335, because the speeds are a lot faster when you drive that car. You know, thanks Isaac. You know, when you drive that car, and you can actually enjoy the car a bit more. Yeah, but if you're a good driver, you know, look out. You can go for the 35IS model of the E89. All right, that's one hell of a car. Okay. All right. Cheong Zurong. Hi, Cheong Zurong. Nice seeing you. Okay, I got another question here by Karkit. You know, what's your thought on the 1.6 turbo Hyundai Elantra Turbo? I haven't driven the car before, but I know I could tune that engine already. You know, I haven't tuned any of those cars, but I'm quite sure my guys in the UK, they can tune this car, and because there are so many of these cars out in Asia and Europe and also in America, you know, so I'm sure they have done the car before. Yeah. And if you want to know what are the horsepower gains, you know, on that car, you know, go to the DNA Octane Motorsports website. Okay, that's where you can see the sorry, my laptop, I forgot to turn on the power, so I can't see your questions now. Yeah, just let me turn on my laptop again. Yeah, forgot to turn on the power on my laptop. Okay, just let me see, scroll here. Okay, let me run through the questions again. While I try to turn on my laptop again, I forgot to turn on my laptop. Okay, I'm back on. All right. Okay, with the Elantra, I think I hope I answered your question on the Elantra, yeah? All right. Okay, one more thing, further question that's going on here is what are the tuning opportunities for M54 B25 engine in an E46 325i? Oh, that is good. Okay, that's a great engine that we can tune. We would recommend that you do a stage 2 tune on the car. Yeah. Yep. What can I?
She said your laptop's not no battery.
No, I turn it on again and it has run.
Okay.
It has run again. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So sorry there, Chiong. Okay. With the M54 B25 engine. Okay, on the E46. Yeah, we have done those tuning on those cars for a long time now. As I explained it earlier on, one of my customers in JB, they have gone to the dyno before and after. They were looking at about close to 30 horsepower gain on that particular engine. Yeah, so it's great potential on that engine as well. But then again, it again depends on the condition of the engine and whether it has been maintained properly. Yeah, end of the day, it's about the maintenance and how good the engine was. Yeah, because if the engine is broken, our tune wouldn't be able to help you out. All right. Hope that explains to you the. Okay, I've gone on almost 57 minutes now. Wow. Keep the questions coming. I will maybe go on for another half an hour. Is that all right? Or if you guys want more, we try to set up another live or Zoom video. Yeah, I do not know how we're going to do this. I'm also missing you guys. Missing all you car guys. Okay, let's see how many more questions we have here. All right, I will skip some of you guys that have just joined us. To move on quickly. Hi Suresh, good to see you. You are the cikgu. You are the man. Just let me say hi to Suresh. He is a great guy that I met at Evo Enduro, and he is a fantastic chap, first year when I met him 2 years ago now, at the Evo Enduro, he was the first guy to reach Hua Hin. I think we took off from KL at about 7 p.m. and he actually arrived in Hua Hin, I think 11 p.m. in his Lotus Elise Mark 1. He is really the guy, And last year when we went to Phuket, you can't imagine what car he drove in. He came in a Mini Mock. If a lot of you guys don't know what a Mini Mock is, go and look out what is a Mini Mock, M-O-K-E. And he actually drove that car all the way to Phuket, and in the Evo Enduro, he drove the slowest car of the pack in Evo Enduro. I think we had about 80 cars or so, but he wasn't the last one that arrived in Phuket. That is amazing, and I really have to give it to you, Suresh. I really love you, man. All right, Isaac says hi to you as well. Okay. All right, Arif Akmal, he is asking me whether we can tune a 2.2 JTS. Just thinking from my memory, not many Alfa Romeos around, but I'm pretty sure we can tune the 2.2 JTS engine. Yeah, fantastic. You own an Alfa. I love Alfas as well. I still missing the last Alfa that I've driven that belongs to my cousin, which was a green Alpha Sprint 1.5 green cloverleaf, yeah, back in the early 90s and late 80s, that's a fantastic car with a Boxer 4 engine, with 4-choke Webers on it, that goes straight into the engine, yeah, nothing else sounds like it, that is the best sounding Boxer 4 I've ever heard, yeah. Brilliant car. All right, so drop us a line if if you want to know more about tuning your Alfa Romeo. Yeah, the last Alfa I've done, not mistaken, I think it was a Mito. Yeah, 1.4 Mito. That has a turbocharged engine in it. All right. Hi, Hong. Long time never see you. Yeah, Hong. Hey, Sobri. You take care, man. You better stay safe, yeah. We'll keep you in prayer, my friend. It's been a long time since I last seen you. I think the last time I seen you was maybe in year 2005 when both of us tested the Mark V GTI back then, yeah. With Daniel Fernandez, yeah. That was a brilliant day we had, yeah. I brought my Mark II and you brought your Mark I. I still remember that day. Stay safe. So free. Hi Manji, good to see you here as well. Farid, good to see you, Farid Jets. Yeah, we will redo your tuning. Yeah, I think the Volkswagen guys has actually tuned your car back to stock. All right. Hi John. Hi John David, good to see you here. If the car has already been remapped, then upgrade the turbo kit. The question was, do the car needs to be red and the new turbo boost to have retuned again? Okay, John, the simple thing is, if you have upgraded your turbocharger, yes, you have to retune the car. Yeah? Why? Because the flow has already completely changed. Yeah. And again, we got to understand the flow characteristics of the new turbocharger in your engine. So we would need to retune that, and at the same time we would have to do logging on the engine, yeah, before we can do the stage 3 tuning on the car or stage 4 tuning on the car. Then again, it all depends on what are the hardware that you have done, yeah, okay, on that. Okay, let's go to the next question. There are a lot of questions that we are coming up here, yeah. All right. Yes, let me run through here quickly. Okay, I want to be able to say hi to everybody here. All right. Okay, Buck Hafiz here got another question on his F10 N52B25 tune stage 2. Okay, with the F10 N52B25, I'm not too sure if we can tune that engine or not, because with the N52B25, we know we can tune the E60 version of that engine, no problem. But with the F10, I'm not too sure whether we could tune it, because I've not done any of those cars before. But if we could read your ECU, you'll be expecting about, on the stage 2 tune, you'll be expecting about 25-30 horses on that engine as well, yeah. Okay, and of course, much improved throttle response, and also gear shifts, and the car will just drive so much smoother. Okay, all right. Hi Sobri again, thank you. All right, who else that has asking me any questions? Tony, yeah, no problem. I thought, because Isaac was saying that somebody he couldn't see my video just now, yeah. Hi Benny, you are handsome as well. Thank you, man. All right, Brian Wong, Prince engine, they are saying it's unreliable. Is it true? Okay, Brian Wong, in a way it's true. The Prince engine is not the most reliable engine out there. I do agree with a lot of them, what they're saying in there. Typical issues you would have on the engine is your turbocharger, your valve cover, PCV issues, piping issues on the car as well, DV issues, and some wiring issues as well, yeah, on the Peugeots, But then, we, as I said, when we tune those engines, we are not pushing it harder than it should, and we have seen as much as 210 horsepower from those engine with gearbox. With the automatic gearbox, with those engines as well, yeah, and with great drivability, But then pushing those engines, of course, the reliability goes down a little bit on those engines, yeah. But end of the day, if you want to play, there is a bit of compromise, yeah, and I think at the end of the day, it's about maintaining the keep your oil changes a bit more frequent, especially if you're pushing your engine hard, yeah. Okay, that's my advice. All right. Oh, the 508 GT 2.0 diesel, yeah, that has great tuning potential as well, let me see what you can get, yeah, from our website here. Very quickly, Peugeot 508. Let's see, 2.2 HDI engine there. Okay, if it's a 2.2 HDI engine, you'll be looking at about 30 horses gain, all right, and about 70 Newton meters of torque, all right. I hope that answers your question. Okay, and let me see what other questions we have here. I'll try to answer everything, in the next 20 minutes, before we, okay, N20B20. Okay, you weren't specific here, but if it's N20B20, if we assume yours is B, if it's 520 or 320i engine, you'll be looking at about 240 horses, 245 bhp after a stage 1 tune, so that's what you'll be looking at, and your torque gain, you basically is looking at about 100 to 110 Newton meters easy, yeah, Jason. All right, I hope that answers your question. Okay, Sean Tan is asking me, by remapping your engine, we understand it's a software thing, but car owners pay thousands without any documents, numbers, or whatsoever. Just the driving feel or more power and better response. Can there be something the car owner to have actual horsepower and torque gains in numbers? Okay, basically it's proven both ways, one of it is just by driving the car, definitely you can feel the power change and the way the car behaves, especially your throttle response. I can't remember what car you have, Sean, but definitely the throttle response is improved, and the way you accelerate and also overtake cars, would be changed drastically. And a lot of times, you will realize that you are actually overtaking cars on a higher gear. Previously, maybe you are overtaking using third gear, okay, to achieve the acceleration you want when you overtake. After a remap, you can actually safely overtake another car because of the increase of torque, in fourth gear. So that is a huge difference. Okay, brilliant. Next question here. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, I think that was Jason or Sean. Yeah, all right. I'd like to thank all the people that have just joined us. All right. Okay, there's another question here by Zulfazli Zakaria. What options you have for a 2.4 2015 Accord, tuning an Accord? Unfortunately, Zakaria, I don't have a tune for your Accord yet, but if you would like to swing by, we would like to see if we could read your engine ECU, so please drop us a line, you know, we shall see what we can do from there. Yeah, okay. Piggyback and racing chip, what are they basically the same thing? Kevin Lee was asking me. Piggyback and some of the piggyback systems are very different. They got two type of piggyback systems. One of the piggyback systems, they actually cut some of your engine ECU wires or tap some of your engine ECU wires. From there is a piggyback there that where they have another ECU that actually intervenes the signals from your engine sensors, and from there it will actually tweak the data so that it would bring out more torque, so not more torque, more boost from the engine. More boost from the engine, and also maybe sometimes with some of them they actually tweak your ignition timing as well. So that's how the piggyback works. And another type of piggyback actually tap your sensors from your engine sensors, and from there it actually tweaks the data again before going back to your engine ECU. A lot of us tuners, we call that stage 0.5. When you use a piggyback system. With ECU remap, what we do is basically we are refreshing your engine ECU, just like how you refresh your phone. That's how we do it. And your throttle response, everything runs a lot smoother, and there's again no compromise. Everything just runs that much smoother. All right, I hope that answers your question. All right, Kevin. Okay, what other questions do we have here? Sean Bay Keng Hong, after remap ECU have to tune TCU as well. All right, that really depends. Some cars we can tune the TCU as well, some we can't. Okay, but those cars that we can't tune your transmission, but what we have found out is that even after we have tuned your engine ECU, right, your TCU will still respond a lot faster. Your gearbox shifting. Why? Because we have actually tweaked the parameters on your engine to cope with to work very well with your transmission as well. So everything just works that much better, and you will feel that your transmission will actually behave better as well. And the response is a lot better. And the gear shifts become smoother, and also when you put your foot down, the kick down is a lot faster as well. That's what we have discovered. The latest NA car that I've done recently has been a 2-liter Mazda, and with that car, the gearbox and the engine, just behave so much better. And the bonus with the Skyactiv engine is also what you get is the noise, vibration, and harshness is a lot lower on that car. So that's the bonus you get. And of course, the power when you feel from the mid-range is a lot better as well, especially from 2000 to 4000 RPM. The car just really wakes up. All right, highly recommended if you drive a CX-5 or Mazda 3 or a Mazda 6 or a CX-3. Highly recommended. Money back guarantee, we could give you that. Okay. Next question that we have here is which is easier to tune? Actually, the easier to tune cars are actually the older cars here. The newer cars are getting more and more difficult. What happens is that because with the newer cars, there are a lot more parameters in the ECU itself, and also there's so many parameters in there, and if the tuner is not experienced in tuning, what happens is that they will get confused, in which parameter to tweak in the engine itself. So our engineers in the UK, with more than 25 years experience tuning cars, they can actually tweak the engine a lot more parameters than a lot of the other people do. And also remembering the engineering background of the engine, what it is capable of, and not overdriving it, and just driving it to a point where everything runs seamlessly and in a smooth manner. All right, that is the most important thing, to maintain drivability. Yeah. All right. Okay. Next question is A45 pre-facelift. Will the internal hardware take it? Okay. Or this? Okay. And what are the common issues you notice after a stage 2 tune? To mitigate the issues, what are the optional hardware change before we should do before a tune? Okay. Okay, Alex, to answer your question, right? What I have to say is the A45 engine, right? I would say that AMG has done a brilliant job in the engine, okay? And it's a very, very strong engine, I think AMG really held nothing back, Mercedes and AMG, when they built the A45 engine, because the A45 engine has been built so strong that when we did the stage 2 tune on all of the A45s that comes to us, and mainly I would say 95% of the cars have done stage 2 tune with us, they're still running very strongly, after 1.5 years, and with no issues at all, except what the owners have done is they have just stepped up their oil change intervals to about 6,000-7,000 kilometers instead of the 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers. That's all they have done. So that engine has been built very well by Mercedes and AMG. The only weak spot on that particular engine is not the engine itself, it's actually the turbocharger. Has been known to fail, the A45 turbocharger. All right, so if anything to worry about, is just that turbocharger. All right, and if your car is still under warranty, get your turbocharger inspected, and get that changed. All right. Basically the A45 is really good to go. Just go to the stage 2 tune. You can go to my YouTube channel and see my YouTube video on the A45 tune as well. Like just doing a downpipe, you are ready to do a stage 2 tune on the car. All right. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Alex. All right. A lot of people have just joined us, which I've seen here. I've seen Kevin Liu here asking whether he could tune his Myvi 1.3. Sorry, our tool unfortunately can't read the Myvi 1.3 engine. If it could, I will still do it. All right. Sorry about that. And Brian Wong asking me whether I can do a Tiana L33 MR20DE engine. Okay, is that a 2-liter 4-pot engine or a V6? I think if it's a V6, most probably we could do that. Yeah. Okay. But with a 4-cylinder, combined, let's see if we could read that engine as well. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Hong is asking me. He's another Volkswagen fan. He actually drives, I think, a Mark III Golf, and has a GTI ABF engine. How much horsepower and torque can we gain? With stage 1 or stage 2 tune. Okay, with that one, with the older cars, we have to actually change the chip itself. So with that, we are looking at 15 horsepower gain. 15 to 20 horsepower gain with stage 2 tune on the ABF engine. All right. Hope that answers your question. Yeah. Okay. What about CX5? This is from Sean Bay King Hong. How about CX5 2.5 turbo? Possible to tune. After tune, will the SC knows about it. Okay, so far, we haven't had a tool that could actually read the CX5 2.5 engine yet. Yeah, at the turbo engine at the moment. You know, let's see what we can do in the future. All right. And okay, whether the SC will actually know that your engine has been tuned, that depends, yeah, on the manufacturer. Okay. I can't say much out on my live video here. You know, if you guys want to ask me more about that, you know, please PM me directly. You know, we will try to answer that question of yours. All right. Cheers. Okay, got the next question here is Wong Wen Guang. All right. Hey Mike, looking as healthy as a horse. All right, thanks. Yes, got to continue to do our exercise. Yeah, even though we are locked down, don't forget about that. Okay, what are the common issues of the Mark 7 GTI? You know, Japanese and local spec. Okay, with the Mark 7 GTI, I think for the EA 888 engine, you know, they have got it with the, we call it the version 3 engine of the EA 888 engine. Yeah, okay, with that engine, you know, there's still one bugbear that still remains in this engine, you know, of the Volkswagen engine. Yeah, that is actually the water pump. You know, that is still the bugbear of their engine. You know, other than that, the engine is really good. Other things to look out for is basically your PCV again, or your oil separator, and also the your coils and your spark plugs. You know, other than that, the car is fantastic. All right, much more reliable than the Mark 6 engine. Yeah, but then again, the Mark 7 engine is not as old as some of the Mark 6s. All right, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Wong Wen Guang. Okay, Ahmad Irfan is asking me. Okay, Irfan, I understand that certain tuners push remap in order to satisfy car owners' needs for max horsepower and max Newton meters. All right, which I believe will do more harm than good for engines. What's your approach on this? Okay, we can push the engine hard as well, you know, if you want to. But once you start pushing the engine hard, right, what happens is just like us. All right, I can run 10 to 12 kilometers. Okay, I can run 10 to 12 kilometers, but I can run 10 to 12 kilometers at about 7.5 or 8 minutes. Yeah, 7.5 to 8 minutes per km. Okay, I can maintain that at my age. All right, but if I'm running at 6.5 minutes per km, and if you're going to ask me to run 10 to 12 km, I will be suffering. All right, I will be suffering. Okay, so if I do that to an engine, you know, pushing it 10-10, you know, then the reliability and also the drivability of the car will suffer. All right, so it's about compromises at the end of the day again. Okay, cheers. You know, I hope I answered that question of yours. All right, I still got 5 to 7 minutes to go before I'm going to go off this live video. I hope it has been, you know, really informative for you guys. You know, if you guys want me to do this again, you know, do drop us a line. You know, do drop us a line again, you know, in the comment section, you know, and we shall put another, you know, live session around again. Okay. All right, the next question, is it harder to tune a 330E compared to a 328i? All right, yes, with the 330E, you know, there are more parameters in there. Why? Because you got the electric motors in between your gearbox and your engine as well. Yeah, so you know, there are more parameters to play with, and there are more things that we have to make changes, you know, in the ECU to make everything gel and work properly. Okay, I hope that answers your question. All right, Jason YYQ. All right, N20B20 and N25 B25 in Z4 got a better tuning potential. Okay, N25. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the N25, B25. As I said, I'm a bit bad with BMW engine codes. Yeah. All right. Just say if it's, of course, if you compare, say, 320i engine, which is similar to N20 B20. Yeah, I think maybe an N20 B25 is actually 2.8 engine. Not 2.8 engine. 245 bhp stock engine. Yeah. Versus 184 bhp engine. Yes, with a 245 bhp engine, the tuning potential is slightly more. You get about 40 horses more, yeah, in comparison to 184 bhp stock engine. Okay, after you tune to a stage 1. Okay, I hope that answers your question. All right, 4 minutes to go. Okay, let's see if we got any more questions. Yeah, Daniel Tai just joined us. Jensen Core just joined us as well from Wolfsburg Auto Garage. My dealer down in Penang. If you guys do not know, Jensen is one of our very nice dealers for us out in Penang. All right, he has been tuning a lot of cars, Mercedes as well as Audis and Volkswagens for us. Yeah. All right, and Ford Mustangs as well. Yeah. So give him a call, you guys up in Penang. Yeah. All right. Okay. What other questions we have? Brian Wong. Okay, Golf R or Sirocco R, if no compromise to be made. Okay. Okay, Golf R, I'm assuming you're talking about Mach 6 Golf R, yeah? Not the Mach 7 Golf R, You know how I feel about the Mach 7 Golf R, So if you talk about the Mach 7 Golf R, no comparison, go for the Mach 7 Golf R and forget about the Sirocco, all right? Okay, if you're talking about the Mach 6 Golf R versus the Sirocco Golf R, I would say go for the Sirocco Golf R. Why? Because for some reason for the Mach 6 Golf R, I find that the car is a bit muted, yeah, especially if you don't tune it. I would highly recommend that you do a stage 2 tune on the car because the car is very laggy, if it's below 2,800 RPM, yeah, when you throttle the car, nothing happens, until you pull to about 2,500 RPM to 2,800 RPM before the car really wakes up. Okay, that is the lagginess that has been put by the Volkswagen original tune from the factory. The car is really laggy. All right. Okay, next up on the Sirocco R, that is the car is a lot more playful because the car is not as heavy. It doesn't have the 4 motion in it, and the Sirocco R is sits a bit lower as well, and the way the car drives is really nice as well with the Sirocco R. Yeah, with the KO4 on it, the car really wakes up with a stage 2 tune, and you can lay the power down as well, and Volkswagen really did a good job with the Sirocco R. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. All right, guys. We shall. Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah. We shall see you guys again. Look out for us down in Facebook here. And running to the last minute of our Facebook Live here. And I do not know whether we should do a Zoom or do another Facebook Live in the future. Drop us a line. Let us know what you want to see. I had a fantastic time answering your questions. Yeah, and stay safe. Duduk diam-diam di rumah. Just listen to the exhaust pipe of your car. Yeah, give it a few revs after the car has warm up. Yeah. Catch you guys again. Please, if you haven't liked our page on Facebook, please like our page on Facebook. And if you haven't liked my YouTube channel, please go ahead there and like my YouTube channel as well. Thank you very much. Good night, guys. Have a blessed Sunday evening. Cheers. Bye.